welcome back to a new video, my friend. Today I want to remind you firstly that you are the most advanced technology on this planet right now. And many times we just naturally forget how incredible we are because we get too distracted with little things, limiting things, and negative things that are happening in our lives. And then we hope things would change, right? And we want so badly that something would change, while at the same time, as Rumi said, stop acting so small, you're the universe in ecstatic motion. We forget that we are incredibly creative. We forget that we have work to do. We forget that there are tasks we could manage that would actually take us to where we belong. And we keep distracting ourselves with little things that make our lives messy. So, my friend, any change you want to experience, it can't show up if you're constantly looking for when it will happen, or if you're constantly distracting yourself. I want to remind you, live your life, concentrate on your work, strive to the best you can, keep growing, and expanding your understanding of your mystical power. Your understanding of your mystical power. You are the mystic. You are an alchemist here. And let things find you when you need them. They will. As long as you know that it's already done. As long as you know that your creation has already been created. You're just about to experience it. The point is that you keep your analytical mind focused on the work, or focused on this moment, or focused on the beauty, or focused on the truth, or focused on the flow, doing things, being, experiencing life, not dwelling in the past, not dwelling in the worries, not dwelling in the doubts, but staying in the flow, focusing on the present, right? Focus on the present instead of constantly looking for when the desire or desired outcome will happen. Shift your focus to this moment, to the work you have to do. One of the most incredible things that helped me in my life when I've started manifesting and I've started working on my dream was that I had painting. And painting truly, firstly, it put me into a state of flow. But secondly, it distracted my analytical mind to think about the problems, to think about the lack, to think about what didn't happen yet. And because of that, I was not worrying. Because of that, I easily let go of fear of what if it will not work out and I will need to face with the worst case scenario. And guess what? At the end, everything happened. Everything worked out and the great ideas found me that transformed many things in my life. Because I focused on this moment. I focused on what I can do right now. So stop acting so small. You're the universe in ecstatic motion. You're the universe in ecstatic motion. You're the flow of life. You're the motion of this universe. You can choose to be stuck and experience the energy of stagnation, or you can focus on the work you want to put into creation. And it rhymes, right? Beautiful thing. Decide yourself, or decide to choose the work, to choose to do things, to choose to take action. Dedicate yourself to your work. Concentrate on your work or any projects you are passionate about. Give your best effort and strive for excellence in your chosen endeavors. It means strive to constant growth, to keep getting better, to keep building skills with it. It also means don't jump from one thing to another, but decide where, at what part you want to become the most skillful. Deep inside, you've come here for one reason. maybe more of them, but one that is very specific. Like I know I have a soul of an artist, so I love art. I'm creating art. I'm sharing my paintings every single day with you. I also love poetry. I love quotes. I love this ancient wisdom that I'm sharing with you, right? I love that, and therefore I said I just want to become very skillful at these things. And then my skills got rewarded, and rewards helped me to build an incredible life so I can share even more incredible things with you. So it's a constant evolution, right? The only thing that's blocking this evolution is that you don't dedicate yourself to a certain specific work that will make you skillful, that will make you wiser, that will make you more intelligent, more interesting, and more valuable in society. Once you dedicate yourself to something, to one specific thing, I know how easy it is to get distracted, so get your priorities in check. Get your tasks in check, and remember the ABCD method, which means I don't jump to the second task before the first one gets finished. I don't jump to the third task before the first one is finished. Just remind yourself of that, because sometimes people say, but what if I want to do everything else but this? Yeah, just start doing it, and you will notice that the momentum will take you to the finish line if you don't stop. And you will notice that what you truly love doing has parts to it that you don't love so much. But if you take care of them, you will let the beauty of what you love be what you do, right? Another quote by Rumi. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. So sometimes, there is work we don't love. We actually maybe hate. We don't like doing, but it's related to what we truly love. Like sometimes in the middle of the painting process, I feel like I want to stop. Like it's boring, or it's, it takes so much time. But at the same time, I know the painting will become so incredible when it will be finished. Like my latest painting, I was working on it on and off for 2 years. And so many times in between, I thought it's a failure. Like I'm done, I'm stuck with it. But we keep up, right? We keep up. So the point is that you continue to grow. You continue to grow. You know that even at chapters of your life where every single act you do feels like a failure. Every single act you do feels like you're stuck. Like the things you want are just not happening. Erase this from your mind, because everything is unfolding. Continue to grow. Make commitment. Make commitment that make you grow. Expand your knowledge. Sometimes when I'm facing with doubts, I still do sometimes. Like there's less moments than before in the past, but I still sometimes have doubts. You know what I do? I go and reread some books that I've read 2, 3, 4 years ago. Because sometimes we forget things that actually helped us to stay in a beautiful alignment. Sometimes this old state of being takes over and start steering us into unwanted directions. So we need to remind ourselves what we've forgotten, like why we've started at the first place. And maybe you're watching this today because you've forgotten why you've started, or because you've forgotten what worked for you, or because you've forgotten that actually you've grown so much. And even though you may still not be where you wanted to be, know that that version of yourself you're aiming towards becoming already lives within your heart, and it's not outside of you. So look within for guidance. Look into your heart and ask yourself, what do I need to do today? so I can stop wasting my energy on worries, so I can experience success. And sometimes guidance doesn't appear, but then eventually you notice that you just needed to rest, or you notice you just needed to be blind a little bit, or you notice you actually already knew what you have to do, but you haven't done it. You've been procrastinating on it, right? So I just want to remind you, stop procrastinating, because you already know what you have to do. If nothing else, just engage in learning opportunities, reading, workshops, maybe finding a mentor, finding a coach. Just keep working on yourself. Start connecting with people who have same dreams as you. Start searching for people who have same goals as you, because you will notice that this will elevate you more than anything. Because collective growth is more powerful than if you try to grow in an environment that's constantly suppressing you. It doesn't mean that you can't. Like, I did that because I couldn't find at the beginning anyone who would be interested into what I'm interested about. I have such a unique path, because I've decided to be an artist, and I've decided to build some success out of it. And in my family, there's no artists. So I knew no one who is actually a successful artist. So I said I will surround myself with books. But you know what? Through many incredible synchronicities, I've started actually meeting artists who are making millions of dollars with their art. I've started meeting incredible artists who are producing very, very unique artworks that inspired me. I've noticed you can truly build success with anything you choose. So stop doubting yourself. Just continue to grow. And I think one of the most important parts to it is being patient, because things unfold when they unfold. But before they do, we just need to keep going, right? Patience is not sitting and waiting. It is foreseeing. It is looking at the thorn and seeing the rose, looking at the night and seeing the day. It's being a visionary. It's being a visionary. It means you don't truly live right now, because right now is the reflection of the past. You actually live in the vision of the future, and you ground it into this moment. When you look around you, you already see yourself living in that beautiful house you always wanted to be. You already see yourself being surrounded with people you love, and they love you, they cherish you, they celebrate you. You already see yourself having success with what you're doing. That means to be a visionary, to be inspired by a vision that is bigger than your present life, right? That's how you stay patient, because you know deep inside it's already real. Deep inside it's already done. It's already done. Say to yourself, it's already done, and find that feeling of the wish fulfilled, Neville Goddard, right? Feeling is the secret. It's about finding that feeling within, learning to activate it anytime we choose, to know that everything is already done. To me, the easiest way to do it, especially at the beginning of my journey, the easiest practice to awaken this feeling was just to ask myself, how am I feeling when I'm seeing all this success already real? I've closed my eyes and I've just immersed myself into the reality where everything was already in the past. So I was thinking like, oh, last week I've sold a painting for, 10,000 euros. Previous month I had an incredible successful exhibition, or things like that. So everything, all the success was already in the past. So I came to this state of kind of neutrality, a deep sense of peace and gratitude. Because I knew it's already done, my life is already real. And then interesting things started happening. Actually, people started buying my art and they started paying me more than I asked. And it started happening so interestingly. So know, my friend, that there is nothing that can't be accomplished through you if you really dedicate to it. It's not like today you're dedicated, but then for the rest of the week you're being distracted and lost in worries. Dedication means that it becomes all that matters to you, right? It becomes all that matters to you, and you ignore everything else. When someone asked Warren Buffett, who is one of the richest men in the world, right? Someone asked him, what is your secret to success? And he said, well, it's quite simple. I just say no to everything except 3 most important things I do every single day. I just say no to everything except 3 most important things I do every single day. So maybe for you, these are 2 or 5 most important things. But when I'm coaching people, they have like hundreds of important things, and then they don't accomplish any of them. You need to really lower the importance to just few of them. Like, have just few things. Like I'm making these YouTube videos every single day, and I'm making art every single day. And almost for everything else, I found other people who can help me with that. Maya is helping me a lot, like my partner. We found a team who's shipping my paintings all around the world, so we don't need to care about it. We're collaborating with a company that's taking care of prints and all of that. So, you focus on the most important things. And everything else, you will eventually find people who can help you with that. Of course, at the beginning, if you're at the beginning, you may say like, you are there, you need to do everything on your own. So make sure you don't put too much stuff onto you, because then your energy becomes too diverse, too shattered. And when the energy is shattered, there's no power to it anymore. It becomes weak, and you become weak. So make sure that while being patient, you don't do too many different things. Focus on 2 or 3 main priorities and work on them daily. Become more skillful daily. And that will allow you to open up to receive, to open up, to maintain an open and receptive heart, to be aware of opportunities that are finding you, synchronicities that are appearing, and signs that may be guiding you towards your desired outcome. If you cultivate a sense of curiosity and embrace unexpected possibilities, you're already tapping into this childlike playfulness where you're recognizing that you are being silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. Rumi said, it will not lead you astray. Right? When you are being silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love, it will not lead you astray. It means that when you truly pay attention to what you would love to accomplish in your life, in your light, of course, yeah, it will not lead you astray. So focus on what you love, focus on what life you are building right now, and surround yourself with visions, with goals, with intentions that will be like a fire, that will be like a wood for the fire. So you will not lose the inspiration for it. Surround yourself with that. That's why many times people come back to these videos, because it just reminds them of this sense of drive, of this sense of inspiration. But I always say to you, it lives within you. That drive needs to be internal. You need to find it within. So I hope this video can help you to go within and find why you've started, find out what you love, and find out why you want to stay consistent with it. Find out how much your life can get better if you stay true to your vision. and let go of how things can happen, because you don't know. Let go of control. Release the need to control every aspect of the process, because life is mystical. Life is mystical, and you are a mystic. And the real mystic knows things happen very, very spontaneously, because life is a flow. And flow requires no control. It just follows intention. It follows intention. And when intention is consistent, because goals are consistent and constructive, then flow will keep streaming into the wanting direction you want to go. So sometimes we need to let go of what we know so we can get to where we want to go, right? When you let go of who you are, you become who you might be. Rumi, once again. So sometimes we truly need to let go of what we know. Like, my friend said that you can't succeed with this, or my parents said that I'm wasting my time, or this person said that it's impossible to make a living out of this, or it's impossible to do this and that. Well, okay, these people said this. Have you studied those who succeeded? Have you asked the universe for guidance? Have you imagined yourself already being there and seeing how it makes you feel, and asking yourself what will be necessary actions today that will take you there? Ignore these people who are projecting onto you limiting beliefs, because they just don't know. They just don't know. So let go of who you are if you want to become who you might be. It means let go of what you know about yourself. Let go about what you know about let go of what you know about possibilities. Because everything is possible. And sometimes gratitude can help us with that. And sometimes just tapping into this version of ourselves that already lives this kind of a lifestyle helps us. People call it quantum jump, right? Where you find that part of you that already lives in that parallel reality. If that's something you believe, you don't need to believe this, but it's actually real according to quantum physics. There are infinite different realities, infinite different potentials, and you are just experiencing one of them. There's another version of you that already lives a life you want to live, and you can tap into this other version of you and see how you feel. And feeling is the secret, because most of our behaviors are driven by how we feel, right? Even how we think is driven by how we feel. So when we tap into a feeling of having a wish fulfilled, when we tap into a feeling of having our prayers already been answered, we start to feel lighter. We start to feel like being more confident. Like it's been already accomplished. So I always, when I do this work, I notice that I just want to do what I'm doing every single day. More I feel successful, more I want to do what I'm doing every single day. So it's the distraction from this sense that is really killing the progress. Because once you find out what you truly love, it's only the distraction that is killing the progress. Because it doesn't matter how much success and how much abundance and how much incredible relationships you build in your life, you will just want to do more of what you love, right? And you will want to share more of this abundance with others. So this is the power of love. So find the love that pulls you into a direction where you want to go, my friend. Gratitude may help you with that, because it will help you to see you've done the progress. Maybe not materially, maybe not physically, but you feel a bit lighter. You have more motivation. Or maybe you feel healthier than you felt a few months ago. Maybe you've decluttered your life a little bit so you can be more focused. Or maybe you are just more dedicated. You've been a year ago. Doesn't matter what it is, always appreciate the progress. Be honest with yourself if you're not doing what you should do. Be honest with yourself. If you're constantly, pulling yourself astray because of fear of failure or because of fear of rejection, remember there is nothing that works against you. Everything happened for you and everything happens for you. Each failure builds you, makes you more skillful. Each rejection reminds you that you don't need to please anyone. So follow your path, walk your path, my friend. And I will leave you here. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. I hope you can find a great value in today's message. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. And to anyone who would love to get a copy of my art, a print of my art, or some of the original paintings are still available, go and check out our store, AttractPassion.com, or Etsy store, AttractPassion. We've just changed the name of the Etsy store. So check it out, and thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community. Till next time, one love.